What do you want to be when you grow up? It's a simple, timeless question that people have been asking me for years. Maybe you're one of those exceptional few who have always known exactly what you wanted to be, but that was never me. I changed my mind so many times. In second grade, I remember the whole class drawing pictures of what they wanted to be when they grow up. A lot of people wanted to be teachers, veterinarians, and firefighters. I think one of my classmates even wanted to be Santa Claus. I'm still not sure how that worked out for him. Anyway, I said I wanted to be a youth minister, just like my dad, and I drew a picture of a second grade me sitting behind the wheel of the church van, as I'd seen my dad do countless times. By the time I got to the third grade, though, I had already changed my mind. I wanted to be a vet. If you know anything about me, the thought of me as a veterinarian is ridiculous. First of all, I feel sick at the sight of blood and needles. Second, I don't even really like animals that much. Thankfully, I changed my mind a few more times. During a government economics project in the 10th grade, I even decided I might want to be a NASCAR driver. I had just got my license and had realized how slow 45 miles an hour really feels. So can you blame me for wanting to drive at 200 plus miles per hour? In the 11th grade, the IB program started making me overanalyze everything. Suddenly, when someone asked me what I wanted to be when I grew up, I was tempted to say, well, how can I really know what I want to be for the rest of my life? Sure, I think I'd like to be an English teacher or write books or maybe even be a movie critic, but I don't know if they'll need English teachers or books by the time I get out in the world. That response, however, was just too complicated. Instead, I would simply say, I want to teach English. Well, class of 2010, what do you want to be when you grow up? I'm not exactly sure at what age you're considered grown up, but I'm fairly certain we're all really close. A great band I know once said that life begins at the intersection. We're sitting at an intersection right now, and where we choose to go from here will define us. It's our choices that define our lives. And I guess you could sit at this intersection and not go anywhere in your indecision, but it is time to start making choices. I'm speaking to myself here too. I can't even decide where I want to eat dinner sometimes, and you don't want to know how long it took me to decide what to write for this speech. We are all sitting at an intersection. We all need to decide where we are going to go from here. And the hardest part of that is actually acting on your decisions. Wouldn't it be so nice to not have to decide and to just sit at this intersection watching the light go from green to yellow to red and then back to green again? You could watch the cars go by and call out all the punch buggy no punchbacks. The most important decision you will ever make in life is to move. So that is my challenge to you today. I dare you to move. I dare you to go somewhere to do something. I dare you to live life as if today is all you have, because truthfully, we're not guaranteed tomorrow. Maybe it's cliche to say that we should live as if today is our last day on planet Earth. Maybe it's unrealistic. Maybe it's idealistic. But I honestly believe the world would be a different place, a better place, if even just a few of us did that. Carpe diem, right? We must seize today because we are not promised tomorrow. We are guaranteed only as long as God wills it, and not one of us knows how long that will be. So I want you to stop asking yourself, what do I want to be when I grow up? And instead ask yourself, what do I want to be today? Do I want to be a best friend, a person who laughs, an obedient son or daughter, someone who's compassionate and considerate? Matthew 6:34 says, so don't worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will bring its own worries. Today's trouble is enough for today. Tomorrow is a question mark. You have no idea what tomorrow holds. I have no idea what tomorrow holds. Don't waste away your life worrying about what is going to happen tomorrow. If you do not take ownership of today and of today's intersection, tomorrow will bring regrets. Living today is hard enough without being constantly haunted by the empty question mark that is tomorrow. Live your life today, sitting at this intersection, because maybe it is your last day, or maybe you will live to be 106 years old. Either way, how you live your life today will be defining. If you choose to accept limits today, you could spend the rest of your life accepting them. You might never break from those limits, imprisoned by them, because you chose not to live beyond limits. If you choose to be lazy today, 10 years from now might find you're living in your parents' basement. I don't think anyone here wants that, especially not our parents. What you choose to do at this intersection and what you actually do will define you. So go ahead. Take the world by stampede like the stallions you are. Define success by your own standards and not by the world. And always remember that life begins at the intersection. What direction now?